Call to order the Oversight Facility Board, August 7th, 2025. You have a set of minutes in front of you.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Anyone here wish to speak before the Solid Waste Board today? Seeing none, we'll close public comment period and move on to the legal report. Mike Jennings.
I don't have anything, mate.
Like it.
There we go. That's what Christelle likes. Solid Waste Report then, we'll go to Mr. Randy Likens.
I think everybody's got an agenda, on page 2 is the landfill activity report. Looks like it's $23,492. It's down because of Rockwood. Our own collections and hauling on page 3. It took 1,391 tons of Smith County. It was $48,000. It's $685 on tipping fees, and that's year to the date because it's fiscal year. All right, on the recycle report, looked like we hauled, so we hauled 374 tons of recycles. It was $27,000, 5.16 in revenue. Well, you know, we're up in tonnage, but the recycling prices are down on the cardboard and the metal and the newspaper. On page 5, we pulled from 7 convenience centers. We pulled 522 loads. That's 35 more than we had last year at the same time. Look like it's mainly open tops and metal bins. We're pretty same on the packers.
Okay.
And that's it on this report. Unless y'all got anything else?
Same on the trash part, just recycle.
Yeah. Recycle it up.
Okay. I know we had the issue with the back of the landfill with that TJAC thing. Did we get all that fixed up?
We had the monitor wells checked just the other day, but we ain't got that back yet.
Okay.
And we addressed a whole bunch of that.
Okay.
You know, for,
How about the leakage back in there, that maybe there was something going on?
we built a barrier around the back of that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Have they been back out and checked us off and said we're good?
They checked us last week.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
What about that right of way going in? That was another thing. That might be a question for Miss Cindy, but
Still working on that,
Still
trying to
working.
get that, that guy was supposed to call me because he was ready to do something so we could put something permanently in the register of deeds office, but he hadn't called me yet. So we'll try.
and then the times, has that started or has it just been going good and not worried about it?
I think the last time that me and her talked, we were going to get together and come up with maybe some best practices to put on
Okay.
paper to hand out, and then she was going to work towards that time and
Right.
start advertising that. But it's going to be, it's not happening right now, correct?
Right.
Yep.
Well, y'all getting out, I mean, they're getting out and closing the gates and they ain't had no more problems anyway. Like.
Yeah. You're going to always have a little bit of problem. You know,
Yeah.
there's always somebody around in there on you, you know.
Right. I got you.
I mean, that's going to work out a lot better when we do that.
Okay.
Any other questions for Andy? Okay, do you hear a motion to approve?
Motion
the
to
report?
approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Any new business? Old business? Stormwater delegations? Anybody here to speak about stormwater? Mike, are you gonna talk today?
I don't have anything.
Okay, all right. You like Mike, you're not gonna have anything either.
Like it.
Stormwater report, Mr. James Vaden.
Oh, gosh. I got a little something for you there.
Jerry Warren's here.
I got back up here, so, you got your July inspection numbers, about average of where we were in last June. Work summary there, down below, we're finishing up the yearly state report. It is in your package. We'll be posting this Saturday for our public comment. We've got to advertise that this is available at the Stormwater office for review for 30 days. So we'll get that posted in the paper Saturday and then one day next week. The submittal date for that is September 30th, so that gives us plenty of time. Don't need any action on that report. The next item up is we're seeking concurrence for the recommendation to the award the ARP for the stormwater improvement project. And I've got that package also in there. If anybody's got any questions about that, I've got Jerry here available to answer if anybody's got any questions.
This is one that we're using through the grant, correct, that we got from TDEC,
Yes, sir.
or the $500,000? Right?
That's correct.
Or something, yep. And this is, the total bid award at 483, is that all the money we had? Or there's some grace in there?
There is some grace in there. The actual
Okay.
budget is, I think, like 560.
Okay,
And that gives us a little bit of room for contingencies or any changes, what have you, that might come up, so.
okay. Now, I talked with Josh the other day, and he said you guys had talked about what this is gonna entail, about what's gonna be done, and then when it's gonna be done will be,
With y'all's concurrence,
Uh-huh.
we send this into ARP, TDEC, then we have to get their review. They have to say that it's okay to award the contracts.
uh-huh,
But we're trying to meet their deadline to have contracts in place by the end of this month.
30th.
or 30, and then the work would be done when?
Shortly thereafter, I mean, we'd like to do it this fall. We
This
do
fall.
have a time frame on it, but if it gets right and we can get the contract set, that would work out really well with weather and things like that.
And so the bid award here, if I get it right, I know you're the engineer, who's the actual contractor to do the work?
The actual contractor is Bass Excavating Construction.
Got it,
And those bid packages are in there
In there.
for your number submittals.
okay. And that's different than the project that they're doing for me out there on the parking lot that the state fair money's going for, right?
Yes, sir, this is an additional project. That's, as you said, that's another state project that's funded
Yep.
by the state fair money.
Okay.
This is funded by the ARP money.
Yeah. And just so the board will know that these ARP funds, we had the ARP funds that we gave the 4 utility districts. If you remember, we're kind of keeping track of those right now. Then Christie applied for another $5 million that came from TDEC that we could apply for back in the day. Each utility district got $1 million apiece, and that was for things that they could do that were already in existence to renew, like one of them did redid the water meters and stuff. That first ARP money had to be on new stuff. This last grant could be on something that they were already had in place, or already doing. So they all have their $1 million, they're spending that, we are tracking that as well. And then we got $500,000 that we sent towards stormwater out of that grant. And that's the grant, that's part of the grant that we're talking about right now. Okay, any questions?
So what are we doing? I guess I'm confused.
So back a while ago, we would just build things at the Ag Center,
Right.
okay? And nobody really paid a lot of attention because we were kind of just a sleepy organization out there that kind of started growing up. But when they started building more and more and more, and the fair started building things, and we were building things, then the water runoff would get on people. So we had to go in there and try to manage that. So James went out there and did an overall plan of the Ag Center. Some of the water was running off and then running into Mr. Fred Burton's place over there. So if you look in front of the Ag Center today, you'll see those paving strips out there, but you'll see a gravel piece running right down the middle of it. That was a stormwater thing that was put in to kind of take care of the wetland area there. But James did an overall plan of the Ag Center about keeping up with stormwater throughout the Ag Center. So every time something's built, we go to him to make sure that it falls within that plan. Well, part of this was back when the Tennessee Made building was built. Some of these things need to be done, so this is the stuff that needed to be done around that area, the Fiddler's Grove area, in that particular area. So that's part of this project that he wanted to make sure got done, and so we took the grant to do that.
This is gonna help manage that stormwater. A lot of these problems around the Tennessee May building.
Well,
it'll be a
and I mean,
collection system.
and
Yeah, it's
actually, I
gonna-
think, it was probably 2 or 3 years ago, I was talking to you about how come there's not a detention pond, catching that water, because you got big buildings,
Yeah. That's-
especially when they
that's-
built that other one,
yeah.
so.
This gets us where we need to be.
So I know a lot of them buildings were built by the state.
Right.
They're not on the help with this.
So no, so in other words, if you remember, we built a detention pond out there in the front, and it was kind of catching, so we ended up having to
Right.
fill it into the bottom with rock because it wasn't a hazard. So yes, so every project now that's built has to take care of their own stormwater maintenance and their own stormwater capital costs. James just makes sure that they do it. Before, we didn't make sure nobody did it. Yep.
Yep, so we've got a stormwater management plan for the whole fairgrounds.
Yep.
Everything works together to meet these 80% removals, capture the 25-year storm, and infiltrate the first 1 inch into the ground.
I got it, but I just know there's a lot of different people building stuff out there now.
And they
Yeah.
have to go through James to make sure that they build their own
But
stormwater.
we're having to pay for it, right?
No, you're not.
This
They
is a
pay for it
grant.
with their product.
The
This was
grant.
a grant that we
Okay.
got to do stuff that hadn't been done before.
Okay.
So this grant is catching us up. Moving forward, you've got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Lot of stormwater improvements for quality and quantity in this.
Before we started what we have today, so now if you build a building out there, you gotta go through James to make sure you got yours done. Before that, we didn't do that, so that's what this grant is trying to take care of. Any other questions for James? All right, I hear a motion to
Motion to
approve.
approve.
Say, hang on a second, do you need them to approve to accept that bid?
No, we're getting a concurrence on it, yes, sir.
As I understand it, Mike, the money has already been
Appropriated.
approved and appropriated. This is concurrence or approval of the bid, however way y'all want to
Accept
word
the
it.
bid, is that what?
Accept the bid.
That needs to
That's
be.
a motion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, is that what you were doing?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. So a motion to accept the bid and plan that's presented here by Mr. Warren and Mr. Beatty today on the stormwater
So
ARP
moved.
grant. Got a motion for that. Second. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay. Mr. James?
That's all I got. Upcoming activities, again, getting the state report turned in on time. And that's all I got.
Anybody have anything for Mr. James? A motion to approve the report?
Motion, second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Anything else to come before us, body?
Motion to adjourn.
All adjourned.